Hello, my friends. We're going to continue talking about and of A Course in Miracles, particularly grievances, and lesson 68. Love holds no grievances. Remember, A Course in Miracles states, only love is real. Only love is real. So, if only love is real and love holds no grievances, means the grievance is part of the illusory world. It's an illusion. Does that mean we have not been affected by something or someone that has caused us pain? Absolutely not. But it means that holding that grievance, the leftover residue of the original hurt, that's what a grievance is. That's not real. That's a thought. And a thought is always illusory. It doesn't exist it's a precursor to actuality, but not actuality itself. Emerson said that thought is the ancestor to every action. So everything might begin with a thought. And with that thought is the beginning of the world that we live in. Projections. We are projecting these thoughts of grievances of what happened in the past, but is no longer in existence now except for memory. We're projecting that out into the world, and we're living in that world. And we do that collectively. And so we have a world full of grievances. Ancient grievances, modern grievances, neighbor versus neighbor grievances, family versus family grievances, friend versus friend grievances, ex-spouses, classic example of grievances. And yet, in the absence of a thought, there would be not a single grievance. In the absence of thought, we have absolute love, and only love is real, so there are no grievances. Lesson 68 gives us several great lessons here, within lessons, a lesson within a lesson. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. To hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and condemn the body to death. It's our grievances that keeps us in the belief that we are separate from each other. Because if we had the realization that we were truly one, there would only be love, and love holds no grievances. We could not hold a grievance against another. Forgiveness is simply an act of remembering. In and of itself, forgiveness isn't love. It's a tool used by love to bring us back to the present moment. The present moment is memory-free. And memory-free is that all-encompassing capacity of love itself. To reiterate, love holds no grievances. So is it possible to live a life completely free of grievances? I don't know. I'm trying. And it seems the more I try, the more grievances that can accumulate. Sometimes I think I'm making progress. I don't want to say, I almost said, sometimes I think I'm almost there. I don't. I don't think I'm almost there. Sometimes I have hope that I might be approaching almost there. But I think that is the ego whispering in my ear saying, you're getting better. You're getting it. You're going to be awakened fully. You're going to be enlightened fully. Which, of course, is just another trick. So, it's the grievance, it's the ego that holds grievances. Who we are, love itself, doesn't. So do we go to battle with a grievance? Do we go to battle with the ego? Well, that would just create more grievances. We just need to see through it. Be aware that this is what's happening. Man, we're seeing grievances all throughout the world. Political party versus political party. Country versus country. People against people for no reason. And it continues and it hurts people who should be untouched by that original grievance. Because it starts off between two people and it just spreads and it spreads and it spreads. And then it starts to affect people who, again, just aren't even aware of the original content of what might have happened. and yet they find themselves now embroiled. I'm speaking from personal experience right now. Unwittingly finding myself in a situation that I was completely unaware about until it was brought to my attention, and now I'm dealing with the effects of the grievances that was no one's concern except for a handful of people. So what do we do? What do I do? Here's my example. I first recognize a grievance is there for me on my part. How dare someone accuse me of something that I had no part of? And of course, as soon as you hear the how dare, you know it's the ego talking. What a perfect cue. Perfect cue to let awareness take over. Simply being aware. The ego is at play. It's not reality, and I don't need to act upon it. I've gotten that far. I've gotten that far that I do not need to allow the ego to rule my life. Not everything has to be an actuality of the ego. Through my awareness, I extend love. First to myself. For listening, for even momentary, entertaining the how dare you ego voice. And I let it go. And I replace it with thoughts of love. I replace it with forgiveness. Remember, there's a lesson, I don't remember the next one, that love is the light in which I forgive. Just entertain that thought. Love is the light in which I forgive. And you can name people, you can name events. Love is light in which I forgive whomever. And practice that. Send them light. Open up, expand. Let the heart burst. Here's what I love in lesson 68. I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. You are part of me and come to know myself. I would see you as my friend. You brought me an important message. You brought me that voice of ego, making the demands, declaring itself so important that no one should dare talk to you in a certain way. Certainly on my end, that wasn't acting like a friend. But I could ask. If I can find it real quick here, guys. On another page. Lesson 78. Very quickly. Sorry for the silence. I usually save that for the live streams. Lesson 78 says, let miracles replace all grievances. And a miracle is simply asking for another way of seeing any situation, another way of seeing any person. Just another way. And we can always pray for a miracle. God, Holy Spirit, the Tao, Buddha, Krishna, show me another way to see this situation. Show me a way out of my grievances, because I know that they only harm me. And in that harm, I give it to others. And what I give, I receive, and I'm tired of receiving harm. Let me see things another way. That's the miracle we ask for. And we can always ask for a miracle. Does it come instantly? It should. But sometimes it doesn't. Because we're not sincere. Man, we love to hold on to those grievances. They give us an identity. And that identity does not want to be let go of easily. So if we don't get the miracle, ask again, and again, and again, growing more and more sincere each time. I would see you as a friend. And I do. Take care, guys.